You know, the gaming experience on the Galaxy S23 Ultra is excellent. Everything from the bright 120Hz LTPO Quad HD Plus display and the very capable stereo speakers to the powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor combined with 12GB of RAM gives the Galaxy S23 Ultra all the hardware you need for an impressive gaming session. On the software side of things, we have Game Booster, which enhances performance for better frames per second, touch sensitivity, button remapping, and it can eliminate distractions by silencing your notifications. Of course, these same things can be applied to the content consumption experience since it's, well, equally as good. Packing HDR10 Plus support, various display modes for enhancing the quality of the content and the image, Dolby Atmos support, and of course, the S Pen make for a wonderfully immersive and engaging way to kill time on your Galaxy S23 Ultra. But what if we can make it even better? More immersive, more capabilities, more private, and more fun. Well, I've partnered with Rokid once again to introduce you to the Rokid Max, their latest AR headset for the masses. Pricing is still up in the air, but I was told it will be under $500, making it affordable for more people. But if you pre-order, there will be a discount plus extra incentives. I'll leave links in the description and the pinned comment so you can see the most up-to-date pricing and offers that are available. These glasses are going to be a hit, given the success of the Rokid Air AR glasses I reviewed several months back, so I highly recommend getting in on the early bird pricing while you can, because these things are awesome. Okay, let's take a look at what Rokid sent over to give you an idea of the unboxing experience and additional accessories you can grab before we dive into the glasses themselves. But keep in mind that your experience will differ from this since this is a media kit. Starting with the Rokid Max glasses, I received a right angle USB-C to USB-C cable, a microfiber cleaning cloth, some basic paperwork and literature, a really nice leather hard carry case to protect the glasses. Inside are the Rokid Max glasses themselves, which have a blackout shade already attached. There are additional nose pads and an additional USB-C cable. Moving on to some of the extras Rokid sent out, we first have an HDMI to USB-C adapter, which is great for plugging the glasses into gaming consoles. Next up, we have the Rokid Max Hub, which plugs into a smartphone or tablet and allows video pass-through and external power just in case the device that you're connecting the glasses to can't provide power to them. An example would be like the Nintendo Switch. They also sent out a neck strap that attaches to the arms of the Rokid Max glasses and provides a secure way to hold them around your neck. Lastly, they sent out this little Rokid figurine, which is pretty cool, although I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't send out another statue of me like they did last time. It was a clever addition, and I kind of like looking at myself in a plastic form. You know, one thing that a lot of people complain about when it comes to AR glasses is design. Some find them uncomfortable to wear for long periods of time, while others just find them, well, too ugly to wear out in public. The team over at Rokid really thought about this with the Rokid Max, which is why they updated the design when compared to the Rokid Air. It weighs 75 grams, which is 8 grams less than the Rokid Air. It packs a pair of high-res speakers, 2 buttons on the side for adjusting the volume, and another button for adjusting the 6 levels of brightness, and a diopter adjustment from 0 to -6D. There's also a microphone located in the center of the top of the glasses that can be used to control your phone's voice assistant, among many other things. I felt fine wearing them out in public. I did get the occasional double take since they do still look very futuristic and sci-fi, but they are more discreet than many other AR glasses on the market. As for comfort, the Rokid Max is surprisingly comfortable for an AR headset. The nose pads are adjustable so you can wear them for hours without feeling a pinch on the bridge of your nose. I like that the earpieces or speakers fit snugly against my temples, which adds to that comfort factor. Of course, this is all subjective, given that many people may have sensitive spots located all around their head. But if you can wear like Wayfarer style sunglasses, fitted hats, or over-the-ear gaming headsets, you should be fine wearing the Rokid Max. Setting everything up is simple and straightforward. Even if you don't have a Galaxy S23 Ultra, these steps are still applicable to other smartphones, at least they should be. Start by downloading the Rokid AR app. You can find the app in the Google Play Store. Once downloaded, just connect the right angle side of the USB-C cable to the glasses and the straight end to the device that you'll be connecting the glasses to. If you're using a Galaxy S23 Ultra like I am, the phone will power the glasses with zero issue. If you're using a different device and notice that the glasses are not powering on, you can use the Rokid Max hub that I showed earlier. Plug the glasses into the side that has the little glasses logo, and then plug in the external power and a USB-C cable into the other port to power the glasses, and it should charge your device. The display on the Rokid Max is fantastic. It's 1080p, but most people out there probably wouldn't know it. It's exceptionally sharp, vivid, punchy, while still maintaining a natural look. It consists of two micro OLED lenses which make up the birdbath optical module. Together, these lenses form a borderless 120Hz display that's equal to a 215-inch projection, which is just bonkers. It produces a 50-degree field of view, giving you a very immersive and in-your-face experience. The module itself produces a brightness of 5,000 nits, and after it's reflected, it's around 600 nits, making it plenty bright for most scenarios. However, in the case where it's not bright enough and you can't really make out anything on the display, and you're sitting down, you could use the lens shade to block out all external lighting, making the image crystal clear. We also have the option to switch from 2D to 3D viewing, which is pretty neat. Although 3D anything tends to give me a headache. Let me know in the comments if you're a fan of 3D content and what's been your favorite movie in 3D. The speakers on the Rokid Max are surprisingly good, although they can't replace a solid pair of earbuds or over-the-ear headphones. Not only do they get loud enough for most environments, they also provide a private listening experience, at least somewhat. For instance, I found myself using these glasses a lot while sitting up in bed late at night. It's a way for me to get my game on while not keeping my wife awake or waking her up with bright lights. Despite being right next to each other in bed, she said she couldn't hear any sound coming from the glasses, which is a definite win in my book. An example where you might find the speakers to be a little inadequate and needing headphones is on a plane. Since the noise is quite loud on a plane, and at maximum volume, it may bother the person next to you, so it might be a good idea to just use some earbuds during that time. But all in all, the speakers on the Rokid Max really impressed me. You can do a lot with the Rokid Max. For a more traditional use case, you can stay right inside of the Rokid app. Let's do a quick walkthrough now so I can show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so I'm inside of the Rokid app and I have the glasses on. Now right off the bat, you're greeted with just a traditional phone app. This is nothing to do with AR or the glasses at all. In fact, I really don't need the glasses on at this point, but I went ahead and put them on anyways, that way I'm prepared. Plus I have the shades on because I'm looking directly into a studio light and I don't want all that glare and I want clear visibility. The Community tab is the first tab that you're greeted with inside the Rokid app, and here you can talk to other Rokid users and see what's going on in the community. You also have Event, so you can see any events that they're advertising at that time. So right now they're advertising a Lost in Abyss, which is a new AR game. Under Mall, you can shop for different accessories and peripherals for different Rokid products. And then under Profile, you can view your profile, which includes your orders. You can see what version you're running and things like that. Last but not least, we have AR Space. And once I load up AR Space, it's going to take me into the AR portion of this app. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and tap on AR mode. And now it's going to boot me into the AR portion. And this is where I will be using my phone as a pointer. So what I mean by that is if you're looking at the phone, you're going to see a giant box on the phone, and that's actually a touchpad. So as I move my finger inside of this box, what I'm seeing is a laser pointer with a little tip at the end, and that is my cursor. So I can just take that tip of the laser or laser point, put it over an icon, and then tap on the little touchpad, and now I can launch an app. And that's how you basically navigate around the Rokid AR Zone or Rokid AR app. Now, if I want to go home, I just tap on the little home icon in the top right. And speaking of those icons, we have three of them at the top. We have the home that I just showed you. And then in the middle, we have a menu button. If I tap on that, I have four options. I can lock the touchscreen by tapping on the lock icon. I can take a screenshot by tapping on the scissors. So if I do that, you can see a screenshot was saved. And then if I tap on the circle, which is blue right now, because I'm recording the screen, that's to trigger a screen recording. And then on the far right, the little box turns the glasses into 3D mode. So we switch from 2D to 3D. So at the bottom of the home screen here, we have a few options. We have our profile on the far left, right below the time and battery level. We have the settings button. If I tap on settings, you can see we have an overview of the settings here. And if I want to go deeper into the settings, I can tap more and that will pull up even more settings. So we'll go ahead and go back home. Then we have our apps down here on the bottom. We have our cinema. If I tap on that, it's gonna pull up various streaming services so I can start watching movies or shows or YouTube right inside of the AR app. And it's really immersive. It fills the whole screen and it's really cool. So we'll go ahead and go back home. Then we have the Rokid AR store. So if I tap on this, we can browse various apps that we can download. The thing is, you do have to download these apps like in a website, so you have to agree to download from unknown developers, but it's totally safe. I've already done it several times and it's fine. And if we scroll down by using 2 fingers on the touchpad, you can get a preview of what the game looks like, you can read about it, and find out some more information. If you want to download it, just tap Get, and you can download it. Go ahead and go back home. Then we have our browser. So it's actually an internet browser, so I can pull it up and you can see we have some basic favorites right here. We'll go ahead and select one. We'll select Google. And you can see it fills the entire glasses and it's just a very immersive browser experience. And if I tap on the search bar here, I have a keyboard that pops up on my phone, so I can just angle my eyes downward and type and do searches. It's really nice. I really do like the browser experience on this. Then we have the phone app. So if you tap on this, it's going to bring you back to the phone app that I was talking about in the very beginning with the community tab. Next to the phone app, we have our app list. And if I open this up, it's basically an AR app drawer inside of the Rokid app. So we have all of our pre-installed apps up here, including a files app. So we have a dedicated file manager, which is cool. Then we have our gallery app, video player, user guide in case you need some instructions or just some tips on how to use the glasses. We have our AR store, cinema, browser, phone app, and then a couple games that I already downloaded and tried out, including InSpace and touring carts. So any apps or games that you download will be found inside of your app list. And last but not least, on the far right side of the app dock, we have our recent apps. So you can see I have my 2 recent apps right here, and I can quickly launch them whenever I want.
All right, so the Rokid app is great, but let's elevate the content consumption experience on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. You could use the Rokid Max as a massive display and watch your favorite YouTuber, me. Gaming is also a cool experience given how immersive the headset makes you feel. Hooking up a Bluetooth controller and my Galaxy Buds 2 Pro to my Galaxy S23 Ultra with the Rokid Max glasses makes the Xbox Game Pass experience truly feel like a console. It's something that you truly need to try in person and not just take someone's word for it. You won't be disappointed. This is just scratching the surface. Let's go over a few tips and tricks for the Rokid Max when you combine it with the Galaxy S23 Ultra. I mean, for starters, you can run decks on the Rokid Max. Hook up a mouse and keyboard, and you have one of the most immersive Chromebook-like experiences you can possibly get. This is great for editing in LumaFusion, editing photos in Lightroom, or just being productive by having multiple windows open at the same time and bouncing between them. Speaking of video and photos, you could also use the Rokid Max as a camera monitor now that the Galaxy S23 Ultra can output a clean HDMI signal thanks to the Camera Assistant app. To learn more about that, click the card at the top. I did a dedicated video. In short, I can record myself using the rear-facing cameras on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and if I have the glasses on, I can see myself, monitor myself, and make sure I'm framed properly. Look at it this way. If I had a choice between a top-of-the-line 15-inch portable display or these glasses, I would take these glasses all day, since they provide the same functionality plus add many unique additions that really add to that experience. Of course, the Galaxy S23 Ultra, or smartphones for that matter, are not the only devices you can use with the Rokid Max. It's also great when connected to a laptop. For me, I'm a Mac user and found navigating around Mac OS, editing videos in Final Cut, even catching up on some content or emails was a great experience using these glasses. I even connected them to my 12.9-inch iPad Pro and was pleasantly surprised to see just how awesome it worked.
I was able to utilize the glasses right off the bat with Stage Manager since the iPad detected them as an external display. Given the projected size of this display is 215 inches, you can really get things done on an iPad. This includes editing in DaVinci Resolve, Lightroom, Photoshop, or LumaFusion. For PC users, the experience is equally as good. Connecting the Rokid Max to a Steam Deck is also fantastic. It makes for an incredible gaming experience, and this is how I game at night in bed. The same thing can be said about the Nintendo Switch. Although, the Switch is not able to power the Rokid Max like I mentioned earlier, so you will need to use that hub in order to supply power to the glasses, but honestly, it's not a bad thing. You can also use the Rokid Max with other gaming consoles like an Xbox or PlayStation, but again, you'll need to make sure that you have external power for the glasses. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like an X-Men, like Cyclops wearing these and seeing myself in the display here. But anyways, all in all, the Rokid Max is a great entry into the world of augmented reality. While some may argue that it's not true AR, there's something exciting about putting on these glasses and seeing a 215-inch display overlay the real world. If you're a techie like me and have the extra funds, the Rokid Max is definitely worth it. I love these. It's just a fun product that elevates the content consumption experience, especially those on the Galaxy S23 Ultra.